Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by today on this channel. We appreciate you checking on what we are doing in this channel. Today's topic, or in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to access an employee's OneDrive from Microsoft 365 Admin Portal. So there might be many reasons why you would like to do this. Maybe the person has left the organization and they have some important files and documents in their OneDrive that you want to share with other colleague, or maybe they have some important thing that you want other member or someone in organization to access, or there are some investigation going on that you would like to dive into for the review. So before you do this, make sure you get the required necessary authority or permission from your HR or from your privacy and compliance department or police warrant or what have you. So any form of authorization that you need to proceed with such privacy uh, research activities that involve accessing an individual private information or document. So once you have every necessary information that you need to do, so all you need to do is to come to Microsoft 365 admin portal. Here I am on my Microsoft 365 admin portal. So what you need to do is to select the user's account. So once you select user's account, you go to the OneDrive tab. So when you get to the OneDrive tab here, you will see this link that is saying create link to file. So when you click on create link, it will generate a link, and that link is actually the user's OneDrive URL. So you can click on the link or copy it into another browser, then it will open up. So once it's open up this way, what really happens on the back end is that we are automatically added as a site collection administrator. So that is what actually happened. So this user seems not to have another file, so let me try another user because I would need it. So let me use Alice Weaver in this case. So go to the OneDrive tab, and then I click on the link. So I open here. So here is this user's account. So there is one folder in Alice Weber's OneDrive. So depending on the kind of access that you want to give, so if you want to give access to maybe different user having access to different folder, so you can go ahead and do that right away from here. You can just click on these three dots here and go to manage access. So under manage access, you will see people that already have access to the OneDrive. You can see Alex Weber, which is normal, and me. So remember I mentioned that immediately we click on the link, it automatically grants us or added us as the site collection administrator, which I will show you that later. So that is why it's saying me as owner of the OneDrive, or users that already have access to the OneDrive. So if you want to grant access, let's say you want to grant access to this folder, then you click grant access, and then here you can begin to type the name of the users that you want to grant access to that folder. Let's say Adele, let's say Johnny, as the case may be. So you can also check that it should notify them here. and you can also specify the kind of access you want to give them, if edit, can view, or can't download, depending on the access. And you can also type additional message as the case may be. Then you can say grant access. So what we have done, we've granted access to these users to have access to only this folder alone. So if we have other folders, other file, as the case may be, so you can also use exact same method to grant them access. So but if, for example, you want to grant access to the entire OneDrive files, so everything that is inside the OneDrive, so what you need to do is to make the user the site collector administrator, just as myself. So let's go through that. So you click on settings, and you click on OneDrive settings. You go to more settings, and then you go to site collection administrator. So if you click on site collection administrator, you will see that I have this access, and then the user also has access, which is normal. So if I want to grant access to any other user, I can begin to type them. You will notice that we did not see Johnny and Adele here. Reason is because they are not site collection administrator. We only grant them access to a portion of a folder, or let's say a portion of what we have in the OneDrive, and that is why they are not seen as collection administrator. So that is why. So if you want to give access to the entire OneDrive, they have to be site collection administrator, and this is what we do here. So you type as many user that you want to grant access, and then you click on OK. So when you do this, all you need to do is to share the OneDrive link with them, and they would also receive a notification that someone has invited them to collaborate on something like that. And anytime they click on the link, they can always access the content of the OneDrive. So you can just go ahead and share the OneDrive link to them from here, or you can also copy from here and send to them. However, they would also receive a notification that they have been invited to collaborate on files from Alex Weber's drive. So that is the first way of doing it. So the second way of doing it is when you have removed license from the user. If you notice here, Alex Weber still has license assigned, and that is why when we go to the OneDrive tab, we are able to see the OneDrive information. So for users, maybe you have removed the Microsoft 365 license, and you still want to grant access, you can use this second method I'm going to show you now. But mind you, when you remove license from Microsoft 365 user, you have at least 30 days to do whatsoever you want to do. Maybe you want to restore the users, or you want to uh, get information from the user's profile and what have you. You have 30 days to do that, because after 30 days the user's profile or information would start getting deleted gradually. So reason why I'm saying that is because if peradventure you still need information from the user's OneDrive, make sure you act like immediately when the license has been removed, because the more you delay, the more the information are getting deleted, and probably you might not be able to recover them if you don't have any form of hold on those information. So for example, if we have a license, a user that does not have a license, if you go to the OneDrive tab, you will probably see something like this. You would not see the link or the information to go to the user's profile or to generate link. So in that case, we really have to do it from SharePoint. So let's go to SharePoint Admin Center. Go to SharePoint. So just as a side information, so OneDrive is typically a kind of SharePoint. So let me put it that way, but that is not where I'm going for today. So here I'm in SharePoint Admin Center. So I think some of you might guess maybe we check it from here. It's not going to be here because these are SharePoint site and team site. So we go from here, you click on more. So when you click on all, you go to users profile, users profile. So users profile, you click on users profile. So when you click on users profile, it will open up this page, and then you click on manage users profile. So when you click on manage users profile, you search for the user. Let's see, Diego. Let me see a user that we can use. Okay, Diego. Diego. So you click on find, or you hit enter on the keyboard, then you should see the user. So you can see the user has been fetched. Then you click here and go to manage sites collection owners. So you click here. So when you click on that, you will be taken to this new window. So as you can see, this is a primary site collection administrator, which usually should be the user's name, and here is where you can add as many as other user that you want to grant access to the whole files or document in users OneDrive. So you can begin to type, and then it will should be able to fetch up their name and then say check. So you can see it has fetched the name Adele, and you can save it. So when you save it, the user will get notification, and you can also share the user's OneDrive with the user's OneDrive URL with the user that want to gain access, and they can gain access. So if I go to manage personal site, the site should open for me because I have actually granted access to myself. So if I go to the document, I should be able to see the user's file or information. Let me come back here once again and go to let me go to Alex Weber's site so that you can see that some of the information we added earlier in the previous view, when we make use of the view from the menu where license is still available, those information are also here. So the user is Alex. So you can go to manage site collection administrator or owner. So you can see these are all the users we added earlier before while we were on the author interface. So I think you must have learned one or two things now, and there's something I also want to mention. There are some organizations that don't like their user to use OneDrive. So before now, there is no means of turning off OneDrive license option in Microsoft 365. If we go to the license and apps, before now, you can see we have Teams, we have whatever, we have all sort of things. You can see Exchange, you can see everything here one by one, Defender, phone, and what have you. So the information you will see here will probably depend on the license you are using. So before now, you will not see Microsoft Teams here. Sorry, you will not see. Okay, I'm not talking about Teams. Before now, you are not going to see OneDrive. So depending on the kind of license you are currently using, you are going to see different form of license here, and usually you can turn and off things as you like from here. For example, if I turn off Teams from here, this user would not be able to use Teams. If I turn off maybe Exchange or Defender, as the case may be, anything I turn off here, the user would not be able to use it. So if you scroll through this license, you would not find OneDrive here. So let's say, for example, you want to turn off OneDrive for certain user. So how will you do it? So usually what we do in that case is we usually navigate down to this site collection administrator panel, and we remove the user's name from here. Probably we change it to something else, maybe change it to Adele, or change it to admin. So what it simply mean is that this user would not have access to OneDrive because we have actually uh, removed the user as the primary site collection administrator. So this user is not going to have OneDrive. This user would not be able to access OneDrive, and that is just what is going to happen. So you can see change it to something else. So it simply means that if I save this user will no longer be able to access OneDrive because I have actually modified the primary site collection administrator. The user will not be able to access OneDrive. So peradventure, I also need to remove the user from here. So which means I have totally remove this user completely from his own OneDrive. So what means is that Alex Weber would not be able to access his OneDrive again. So this is some method that some administrator usually use to disable OneDrive on their tenants, maybe if they don't want their user to use OneDrive at all. So I believe you have learned one or two things from this video today. So I would appreciate if you can subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that we can grow this channel, and that would also encourage me to share more video and content. But whichever way, I would continue to share the content, share the knowledge. And if you have any question, if you have any clarification, there is some topic you want me to talk about, you can drop it in the comment section. I would read through them and look through the topic and then bring them up some other time that I want to prepare content for this channel. Till I come your way next time, keep growing, keep learning, and bye bye.